Hello, hello, my friends. Another dedicated candle review for you today. We are going to be talking about Kringle Candle Aspen Ridge. Full disclosure, this candle was sent to me in PR. However, if you've been with my channel any length of time, you know the drill. I'm always going to keep it real with you, share with you what my honest burn experience has been, as well as share my perspective on how strong the candle is performing in my home layout. Now, today I am actually filming this video outside because my family is home, and so we are being serenaded by the sounds of nature. Feels a little bit appropriate, right, for the picture that we're looking at here. So we are being currently serenaded by cicadas, and I think there's a cardinal in the background that keeps trying to let himself be known. So anyways, you guys, let's talk about this candle. This is one of the new new fall fragrances that launched a couple of weeks ago now over at Kringle Candle. This particular vessel that I am reviewing is one of their new 3-wick vessels. This is 22 ounces of 100% soy wax. It does retail for $31. This fragrance is also available in a 4-wick, I believe it's 32 ounces of wax. And that retails for $45, and then it is available in a small tin, in an individual tin. It's about a little over 3 ounces of wax, and I'm not sure if the wax melt situation has been resolved yet. But let's talk about this one, because if you caught my cold sniff impressions video, if people were asking me, hey, what's your number one recommendation? This was it, and so we're going to go into detail here as to why. So let's talk about the fragrance notes. They are top notes of apple, wood, apple and wood, mid notes of fir needle and spice, base note of vanilla. All right, so the reason why I had this as my number one recommendation is that personally, I feel like this fragrance, along with pumpkin cashmere, are probably the two that are going to appeal to the masses the most when it comes to fragrances that I think are in most people who are thinking traditional fall, that this would kind of fit their definition. To my nose, you guys, I definitely smell the apple. It is very prominent and very forward. I think the apple note to my nose is very similar to their apple rum toddy that they had a couple of years ago. But the thing that sets this apart is this is also that fir needle in the middle. And again, that kind of, what would I call it? Like the combination of fir needle and wood that is so uniquely Kringle. People who shop from Kringle know exactly what I'm talking about. When they do a woody nature type of fragrance, first and foremost, they personally, in my opinion, do it better than anybody. I think they're probably the best ones of the candle companies that I shop from. I think they do it well. Oh my, all sorts of noises going on here in the background. um, but anyways, they do it really, really well. And it's like one of those fragrance blends that I feel like if I were to be blindfolded and somebody just put a candle in front of me, I would say, oh, that's definitely a Kringle. That's what I'm picking up in here. The fir needle and wood accord in here is very much on par with, if you are familiar with two other candles from Kringle, I think you're going to be pleased with this one, because this seems like a fall sibling to these other two candles. So the two candles that I will mention, first one is Tranquil Winter. It was part of like a winter flight collection. I want to say maybe about 2 years ago now. That had kind of like I feel like it was a little bit more fir needle forward, but there was an apple note in there, but I felt like the apple note sat in the background a little bit more. Whereas here on Aspen Ridge, I feel like the apple note is dialed up, and you get more of it. Now, the other fragrance that this bears some similarity to, minus a smoky note, is the fragrance Haunted Hallows, which is going to be returning this year in the Halloween lineup. And keep in mind, you guys, this year for Halloween, those candles are going to be available in this 3-wick vessel as well as the 4-wick vessel. Spoiler alert, you guys, Haunted Hallows is one of those scents that is definitely 4-wick worthy, in my opinion. It's a beautiful, a lot of people say it's almost like a holiday fragrance. I like to burn it particularly like late October going into November. But the thing with that fragrance is that it also has that distinct fir and wood note going on. But instead of there being like a ton of apple, I get more of like a smoky, it's not even like smoky, like say like a fireside fragrance, but there's just something about it that is almost kind of got a little bit of that like spooky vibe going on. It's a beautiful fragrance. So this one I would say would actually probably pair beautifully with, with Haunted Hallows. I myself am contemplating possibly, I say this, you guys, but honestly, I always have so many candles to review that I'm like, oh yeah, should I do that? Would that be smart? I would pair this fragrance most definitely with Haunted Hallows. If you are planning to purchase from the Halloween launch and what will that be, in a couple of weeks here, I would definitely say go ahead and yeah, pair this one with it. It's a beautiful scent. I feel like if you like either of those two fragrances that I have said, or again, if you liked the pumpkin rum toddy, you like that apple note in there, then you will definitely enjoy this fragrance. Now let's go ahead and talk about the performance. I'm going to go ahead and turn this around here for a moment. Performing very, very well. I've had this in a hurricane in my house, and I've been burning it for about 2 hours now. I got a really deep wax pool. Keep in mind, you guys, ambient temperature where I live is a little bit on the warm side. And currently, as I'm sitting outside, it's about 89 degrees. So, yeah, a little bit warm weather here. All right, strength and throw. I am going to say that this candle, I would say, of the 6 new releases, has been the most consistently strong fragrance. This one in pumpkin cashmere, which by the way, if you're looking for a great combination, this one with pumpkin cashmere is very pretty, as well as this one with cedar incense. I feel like they complement each other really well. This for me, you guys, I'm going to say the average strength and throw on this one is between a 7.5 and an 8 for me. Now, here's the reason why I'm saying that. I feel like the first burn of this one was really, really strong for me. It was almost a 9. So maybe I'm going to say like my general performance on this has been around an 8. We'll put it at that. Definitely started smelling it pretty much right away. I had it burning. I think the first time I burned it in the morning, and my entire family, as they were waking up and coming out into the living area, were like, "Oh my gosh, it smells so good in here!" All of them, all 4 other people that I live in this house with, all said that they really liked this fragrance. Um, but here's the thing, my second burn, I felt like the fragrance got a little bit lost. And I did mention in my Friday 5 last week that we have been experiencing increased humidity here in Arizona this last week. And I am kind of wondering if the increase in the humidity levels is affecting the strength and throw. Now, I did have this burning for quite some time yesterday. And again, it was performing a lot stronger than the second burn. So I'm not really sure what that was all about. We all know soy wax can be a bit quirky. It can be a little bit temperamental. It burns cleanly. I haven't had any sooting issues with this. It's been a very beautiful burn, but I will say that like there have been that second burn, and even today I'm going to say I didn't really start smelling this one throwing until it had been burning for about an hour. So that's the thing that I would just say about it. But overall, you guys, I feel like this is a fragrance that if I repurchase it, this is a forward worthy fragrance. It's beautiful. It's a quintessential fall fragrance. The label is absolutely beautiful on it. And so this one definitely does get 2 thumbs up from me. This one and pumpkin cashmere, I am going to say, are probably the 2 candles from the fall collection that I feel like are the safest blind buys. I feel like a lot of people are going to like them. This one probably having the slight edge over pumpkin cashmere, but really, really beautiful fragrance. And again, if you like fragrance combos, I think that's a good one. So I do have an affiliate discount code with Kringle. It is Katie15. It will save you 15% off of your full price purchase. These candles are not yet on sale, so if you want to hold out, if you're still enjoying burning all of your summer scents right now, there's plenty of time, and I know quite a few people have gotten quite a few ambassadors are starting to roll out reviews on candles, over the next couple of weeks. I have a feeling a lot of these fall candles are going to get pushed to the side once Halloween PR starts being sent out. And so that's why I'm kind of in a little bit of that's why I mentioned this. A lot of my reviews over the next couple of weeks are going to be pretty Kringle heavy, just because I know with that Halloween launch coming, a lot of people are going to want to save money on shipping by just combining into one big order. So I want to make sure that I get the fall candles that I still have in my possession reviewed and done for you guys, so that way you have full thoughts. But yeah, there's lots of other people who are sharing their thoughts, and in the Kringle Facebook group, I'm anticipating that a lot of people are going to start getting these in their hands and sharing their thoughts. Not ambassadors, but I'm talking like all the regular folks, who love Kringle. I'm very excited to hear all of your thoughts. So Again, let me know if you enjoy this one, if you purchased it, what are your thoughts? Please hit the thumbs up button if you found this review helpful. Consider subscribing to my channel if you are new. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.